Welcome to episode 2 of Diners, Drivers, and Rides. This week we're rolling out to Charlotte, North Carolina with Niki Baylor from Baylor Logistics. Niki.
Hi, Niki.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, love that we have the same name, by the way. It makes it special. Well, thank you for being here today on Diners, Drivers, and Rides. I just want to ask you a little bit about your background and what made you become an owner-operator.
It's always been a passion of mine since I was about 13 years old. I always wanted to be a truck driver. I initially started out being a commercial lender and a mortgage lender as well, but it just never suited or made me happy. So I decided to embark upon my true fantasy. And I bought a truck and
love that.
Started Baylor Logistics, LLC.
Awesome. And I heard we actually have a very special name for your truck. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, my International LT is actually named or in honor of my grandmother. Date on the truck is, the number on the truck is 421. That's her date of birth. And I named her Lou because that's my grandmother Louise, and it's named after her.
Can you tell us, a little bit about where you bought it from and your buying experience with that?
Oh my gosh, I had the greatest salesperson, and I hate to call him salesperson. He's so personable, but I was working with Tracy Brown here at the International Used Truck Center of Charlotte. He was so easy to work with, easygoing, very knowledgeable. It got me in my truck, and I can't thank him enough. Tracy, like I said, our relationship didn't stop when I purchased the truck. I recently had an issue with a system in my truck, and it was in the shop, and I called Tracy. I was at my wit's end and called down here, and he and the previous manager got on the phone with International, and within a day, International had contacted the dealership and got that resolved for me.
So what do you like best about the International LT?
What I love most about it, number one, it makes me money. But what I love about it is with the company that it came from, the fleet that it came from, it was very well maintained. So I did not have the mechanical problems that I possibly could have gotten by purchasing another truck from a private seller. So I felt very comfortable when I made the purchase and made the investment for my truck.
That's great. And then was there any sort of warranty, and how does the warranty help your business?
The warranty, I still had the balance of the manufacturer warranty. It also came with like a 30-day warranty from the date of purchase. 30 or 45 days, I don't recall specifically, but I still had the balance of the manufacturer warranty because of the mileage on it. And I also purchased the extended warranty that goes out. And they did present me with an offer to be able to extend that warranty as well. So they do have wonderful warranty options for all buyers, depending on the age of the truck. Every day, what I do, and my typical role in the truck is going down to the port of Norfolk, picking up containers and transporting them anywhere from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, down as far as Atlanta, Georgia. And most times I'm home every day. I do have the benefit of having a sleeper cab, so I am able to sleep in my truck when I do have to have it. I have a home on wheels. The features that I love about my LT, it does have a refrigerator. It does have the ability for me to have a TV stand in there. There's a TV mount back there. I use that to connect to my computer, so if I need a bigger monitor for my laptop, I'm able to, with the storage that I have, I'm able to have a fully functional office in the back of my truck. So I don't have to stop off to go to, some type of place and make copies or, generate a fax or send an email. I have a fully functional office in the back with food as well. The most beautiful place that I've driven to in a truck, I would say, is down into Atlanta. You get to see so many different areas and the different scenes, and you can see the geographical changes going from, north to south. And that's the best thing about being able to be a truck driver. With this truck, I like that it does have greater features in it. You can see everything is in your dashboard cluster, all of the features that you need. You do also have your PSIs and your an additional voltage over there on the side, but everything is in arm's reach for the driver. And you also with this truck, it was outfitted with a refrigerator, which made it easy. And it does have an abundance of storage in this truck. So those are the features that I loved about it.
All right, thank you, Niki, for joining us here at Dogwood Southern Table. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, and how fun was it driving in the truck on the way here?
How fun was it for you?
It was a lot of fun.
Okay, all right, okay.
So I just have a couple of questions. Can you tell me a little bit more about why you decided to be your own boss as opposed to a company driver?
My main reason was my mother. She has been living with ovarian cancer since 2015. I wanted to be the flexibility of being able to make my own schedule for the most part, but it also affords me with the opportunity to do a whole lot more in my travels and what arenas I want to work in. Currently, I'm doing intermodal and drayage, pulling out of the port. So it has afforded me the ability to learn a whole lot more as well.
That's awesome. And I sat in her seat today, right?
Yes, you did.
You called her what, your road dog?
Yeah, that's my road dog. That's her cockpit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Moms are the best. To have somebody like that, that's great.
Yeah.
So what are some of the benefits then of being an owner-operator? I mean, you're your own boss, you're on your own time, you can, pull your own loads. Is there anything else you want to?
Being able to say no.
Okay.
Not all loads are good loads. And, unfortunately, I tell everybody, not all money is good money. And there are just some things that even as a company driver, you would know it was not going to work. Mm-hmm. And it gives me the flexibility to be able to say what I can and cannot do or will not do.
Yeah. Like your shirt says.
Yes.
Know your worth and then add tax.
Exactly. And I do penalties too.
Awesome. Love it. All right. So, Niki, can you tell me how long has Baylor Logistics been a company?
Baylor Logistics has been a company since 2020. Okay. I started it, I decided that I wanted to take that jump, and I started the company in 2020. That was in the midst of COVID. I saw that the prices were going up. I wanted to make an educated decision in doing what I was doing. In 2021, I just decided to go ahead and just take the leap.
Nice.
So.
And you got to be glad that you did, right?
I am. I'm very happy and don't see myself turning back.
And I can just tell that you're passionate about all of this. Whenever you speak or whenever you're in your truck or talking about your truck, it's passion. I think that's great.
My passion, I've always wanted to be a truck driver. Mm-hmm. I'm very passionate about it. Ever since about 12 years of age, 13 years of age, I remember telling my first love that I wanted to be a truck driver. And I finally, achieved my dream. I have my own trucking company, and I've never been happier.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Cheers to that.
Thank you.
So you took a big leap. You were a company driver, right? You drove a Freightliner. You were on somebody else's time, basically. What kind of made you want to take that leap?
My mother's always told me, it all leads back to my mom. My mother always told me that if you don't move your feet, God will move them for you. And there were some things that were happening, nothing bad, but it made me want to take that final step and get my own truck. And this particular week, it was around the 20th of October of 2021. I had 2 runs that brought me down to Charlotte, and I kept seeing those pretty orange Hirschbach trucks on the side of the road. And I just woke up Wednesday morning and I was like, I'm gonna go do it. Mm-hmm. And
got yourself an International LT?
I went to International. I was blessed to meet Tracy and did my application. I was approved on Thursday, and I picked my truck up on November the 2nd of last year.
So it sounds like he really made that process super easy.
He did. He was very helpful, but he'll tell you that I made it easy for him. But Tracy, still to this day, the aftercare, the after sale support that I'm getting from him, I can't even imagine that I would have gotten that anywhere else.
Right. Yep. I mean, there probably have been issues with warranty and all of that. Right. I mean, issues with the truck, where warranty has helped you out. And,
right.
And you probably have a sales rep that's indispensable, that has your back after the sale.
Yes, and you're not a number with him. To go with the warranty, there was a 30 or 45 day warranty that comes with the sale of the International truck. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, I bought the truck, I took it home, went to get the inspection done, I took it home. It was going to park it until I got the tags for it, and the DEF system went bad. Called in the warranty, it was taken care of. A few weeks later, around December the 1st, I took it back for the warranty, and it's a 30-day warranty. I took it back, and they repaired the fifth wheel. Actually replaced the whole fifth wheel because the bolts had fused. No problems, no questions asked. It just got done. I'm very happy with my decision to go with International Truck Center. Like I said, it matched, previously, it matched the mileage that I had on the JB Hunt truck.
Yep.
So I was very comfortable with it being a fleet turnover, that it would be in good service and good repair. So I made a great decision.
That's great. Fleet maintain helps a lot.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, is there any advice that you'd give to other owner-operators out there?
My first advice would be to do your homework. So many people out here say that you can start a trucking company with $5,000. Save your money. There will be things that will arise that you didn't even think about, and just make an educated decision. Do your homework, research, all the different websites, your state website, your SCC, the FMCSA. Review your insurance. My first recommendation is get a quote on insurance before you even start the process. Because if you can't afford the insurance, you can't even afford to go forward with the purchase of the truck.
Yeah. So kind of roll that into your expenses and what you're going to pay, your truck payment, insurance.
Exactly. That is my biggest recommendation, is to, find out what that insurance is going to cost. Because some people, I've heard them have, $50,000 insurance quotes because they have bad driving record or bad credit. Mm-hmm. And credit is a factor in this industry. So that would be my recommendation.
All right, so we all know service locations are important when you own a truck. What's your experience been like with these through international dealers?
I'm actually lucky to be in the city of Richmond, and it's centralized in between 3 dealerships. One is actually, you have 2 rush service centers, one in Chester and one in Ashland.
Okay.
I'm very familiar with the location in Ashland. Shouts out to my crew up there. But I've also found a small mom and pop dealership in Amelia County called Goodman's. They're great. I take my truck to them when, I need it back, almost immediately, but they're great. The staff there is wonderful.
Awesome. That's good to have. Good to have that kind of backing.
Definitely.
So is there anything else that you would like to say either to people who are thinking about starting their own business or thinking about buying a truck and working for a company, or just in life in general?
My biggest thing is do your homework. So many people go into this ill-advised because someone said they're making, $50,000 a month, but they're not telling what they're having to do. And it's just a very hard industry to go into. But do your homework. Find out what your insurance is going to be first, because if you've got bad credit and, a bad driving record, that's going to be a big factor of your cost, on top of your truck payments and things of that nature.
Yep.
So that would be my biggest recommendation.
And you say that you saw International Used Truck Centers of Charlotte just driving by on that highway. Is there anything you want to tell me about that experience?
It was meant to be. I kept seeing that I came down on a Sunday, doing a load for JB Hunt, going to Amazon. And I went back up to Richmond. I came back down on Tuesday night, and I saw the orange trucks again. And I woke up Wednesday morning and I was like, I'm just going to go for it. So I appreciate and love the fact that they were situated right off of the highway on 85. And go see Terry. Go see all the staff. Go see Tracy. But all of the staff there is great. But I have a wonderful relationship with Tracy.
Awesome. So shout out to International Used Truck Centers of Charlotte, right?
Of course,
they deserve
definitely.
it.
Yes. Thank you.
In episode 2 of Diners, Drivers, and Rides, we rolled out to Charlotte, North Carolina with Niki Baylor to talk about how her very special International LT with 826 is an integral part of her business, Baylor Logistics. So important, in fact, that she named her truck Lou after her grandmother. We thank you, Niki, for being a loyal customer with International and appreciate the opportunity to be with you for the long haul.